So guys, just hop onto Pinterest and find the cutest GIF that you could find, and we are going to be using this GIF as a reference and also to kind of cheat. So this is the GIF that I found really cute, and I will give the name of the artist somewhere on the screen so that you guys don't kind of pull me down in the comment section. So once you have the GIF, just download the GIF on your device and Google GIF to MP4 converter. So you have to convert the GIF to MP4 file, and I will tell you later why. So just convert it and download the GIF on your device. So yeah, and also if you hear some background noises, I'm really sorry you guys. It's just something I cannot control. I've been trying to record for a good time now, and the noises aren't just supportive. So as you can see here, we have the MP4 file. Just download it and make sure you're uploading it on your photo library. So just hit that little upload button right at the top and make sure you're saving it in your photo library. If you're using any other tablet other than iPad, then I don't know how that works, but there must be some thing to upload it to your photo library. Now once you have it on there, what we are going to be using this MP4 for is to kind of slowly slide this little video timeline right at the bottom to see different frames that we need to create. And this is a cheat way, obviously, but if you're a beginner, this is just going to give you huge insight into animation and as to how animation really works. Just what you have to do is just pause the video, stop the video, and manually just slide the video timeline to see different frames and create the exact same frame that you see on the screen on Sketchbook. So that's how we do it, that's how we cheat. So here I have actually used split screen to do so, but if you do not have that function on your tablet, you can always go ahead and use your phone and do that sliding timeline thing on your phone and just see what you have to draw according to the video or according to the frame that you are seeing on the video. So here I am creating this cloud, and obviously I'm not actually exactly copying the whole design. I just wanted to see the cloud movement for the GIF. So that's why I'm creating a different kind of cloud. Now I didn't really realize at the time that I wasn't recording, so I just actually created these different frames by getting help from that video timeline thing. I hope this is making sense. If you have any confusion what I'm doing here, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. Now once you have each frame created, you want to save each frame as PNG or JPEG on your device, and Sketchbook's kind of updated their saving feature for some reason, so it's kind of different now. So you just have to hit file and you have to hit share and hit flatten PNG and save it to your device like that. So just start saving each frame separately. So that's what I am doing right here. I'm just saving each and every frame separately, and you want to make sure the order in which they are placed, because we are going to be needing that when we are going to create GIF. And you might be thinking, how I'm going to create GIF and Sketchbook doesn't have any function for that, but you'll thank me later after this video. And nobody actually, I don't know if anybody does this, but this is like a cheating technique that you can use to learn animation. And if you do cheat and if you do copy somebody else's GIF, make sure to give them credits, because here I'm not telling you to steal somebody's work, but to just practice through some tools which are considered bad, but they aren't really bad at all. So once you have all of these PNGs saved on your device, just Google JPEG to GIF converter, and just make sure you are choosing a website which is free. So I chose this one, and I will be giving links down in the description so that you can just find this and just instantly use this. Now just upload each and every PNG or JPEG that you have saved, and once you upload it, make sure you are actually arranging them or organizing them in the right order, and you don't have to change any of the settings you are seeing right here. You can just play around with the delay time and you can just decrease it or increase it depending on how slow or how fast you want the GIF to be. So I actually did 10 in the first go, but it was really fast. So that means the lower the number, the faster the GIF is. That is one thing you have to keep in mind while you're creating this, and other settings are just irrelevant. You don't really have to do those, and just make sure the delay time, the lower the number, the faster the GIF is, the higher the number, the slower the GIF is. You just have to keep that in mind, and then just hit create GIF, and here we have our cute little GIF which is moving similar to the one I downloaded from Pinterest, and I love it. It is looking so cute, and that's how that video timeline thing helped us in creating different frames. So yeah, and I actually went ahead and increased the number because it was really fast, so I wanted to slow this down, and I actually increased the number. So you can just play around with that delay time. Other than that, you don't really have to worry about any other setting right here. And to save the final created GIF, what you have to do is you just have to long press onto this GIF that is playing right now on the screen, and a window will pop up, and then from there you can just add the GIF to your photos. I actually did it on this video as well. You must be able to see that just in a few seconds. But yeah, that's how you save the GIF to your photo library. Your first time creating any animated GIF and you actually chose to take help from this cheating tool, make sure to give credits to the real artist who created the real GIF. But yeah, that's how you create GIFs using Sketchbook, using all the free tools that you have, and you don't have to pay for anything. And if you're a beginner, that's how you use cheating as a tool to learn. And this is gonna give you good insights as to how to plan for a animation. So when you create your next animation, it'll be really easy for you to first create each and every frame roughly and to decide or have the movement of the main subject you want in the GIF. I hope that is making sense. I'm not a professional animator, so I do not know any technical terminologies, so forgive me there. But yeah, this will help you giving insights as to how to plan for each and every frame while you are creating animation and how to decide their movement. Now yeah, sure, you can take help from some videos or some GIFs later on in your animation journey, but yeah, this will just help you a lot in creating your first GIF, and if you're a beginner to animation. And also, all of the things that I've used in this video are completely free. Sketchbook is free. It's a really good tool, and you can use any other software if you want to, but yeah, it's up to you. And also the websites that I use are free, so yeah, just go ahead and give it a try. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, it means a lot to me, and I will see you guys in the next video.